And we are back with Business RadioX Pro Tip. Stone Payton, Lee Kantor here with you. Lee, in your experience, what are some common goals, or what are some common goals that we should have when it comes to setting up and executing a B2B podcast?
Well, I think in a B2B podcast, most people go in thinking of one, two, or all three of these things, but one of them is more important to me than the others. But number one is brand awareness. Number two is thought leadership. And number three is lead generation. Those are typically the reason somebody wants to do a B2B podcast. You know, they either want to increase their brand awareness, they want to create some thought leadership content, or they want to generate leads. If you care primarily about brand awareness or getting your thought leadership out there, that strategy is totally different than that of a B2B podcast that's trying to generate leads or revenue. If you're aiming at brand awareness, then you have to have a super long time frame and lower expectations about generating much revenue from your efforts, and especially the timing on doing that. Lead generation, on the other hand, can start paying off for you much, much quicker if you're focused in on that as your objective or your goal. So if you're interested in a B2B podcast that generates leads and revenue, then you definitely have to check out Business RadioX. We've been fixing broken B2B podcasts for almost 2 decades now, and our focus is on lead generation, generating an ROI, focusing in on the people that matter most to you and getting you in front of more of them to build relationships, nurture relationships, and grow.